There are a number of things that we talk about during an appointment. One of them is the importance of range of movement in the body. In a previous video, we have discussed flexibility and why it's important. When you look at range of movement, you can look at range of movement in different parts of the body, and depending where you're looking will just depend on the range you're expecting. As an example, the ankle joint in one range will go from 0 to 20 degrees. If you look at the shoulder, it will go from 0 to 180 degrees. If you take the ankle, 0 to 20 is your full and you're lacking 10, just means that you're lacking 50% of that range of movement, which is very significant for an ankle. If you take that 10-degree restriction and put it into a shoulder, which goes from 0 to 180, you're losing just over 5% of that full range of movement. So 10 degrees in a shoulder is less significant than a reduction of 10 degrees in an ankle. If you take a triangle or pyramid and you just break it up into 3 different levels, you're definitely going to be putting range of movement down at the base of that triangle. So the range of movement is definitely the building blocks. If you've got your full range of movement, the muscles around that joint can just work as they should do and will be working as efficiently as possible. Whereas if you lack the range of movement, muscles will be overworking and it can potentially lead to aches and pains. We tend to find a lot of people will jump straight into strength and endurance, or even top of the pyramid is more functional exercises, which depending on the sport will just depend on the different exercises that you need to do. Jumping to strength, endurance or functional exercises just misses the big significant step of range of movement. If you're sat for a long time during the day, you're likely to get stiff in some of the joints in the legs, particularly the hips, maybe the knees. And then if you don't target the range of movement, you've got that restriction, and then you go into some of the gym exercises, you might find that you start having some problems. When you work on your range of movement, you want to get the range back as soon as you can do. Once you've got the range back, you can then go more into a maintenance type of exercise. You don't need to do them as often as when you're trying to regain the range of movement. Once you've regained that range of movement, then you can move on to your strength and endurance exercises. So there you go, that's why we keep going on about range of movement. Keep it in the back of your mind what you're aiming for, give yourself a deadline, and then keep checking just to see your improvements.